I've never seen such a bizarre woman. Whenever she becomes heartbroken, noodles would flow out from her eyes. What on earth is happening? 2 days ago, Anna, upon learning about her boyfriend's intention to break up, was utterly heartbroken. Suddenly, something that resembled a noodle fell from her eyes. She stared at the ceiling incredulously, astonishingly touching her eyes. Unsure if it was actually a noodle, she decided to taste it. Afterward, she picked it up, stuffed it in her mouth, and found it to be extremely tasty. A thought sparked within her, and just like that, she made a big bowl and served it to her mother. Her mother commented that she had never tasted such delicious noodles before. Hence, a wonderful idea was born in her heart. The next day, she set up a noodle stand on the street. The crowd thronging to eat her noodles was endless, and everyone was showering her with praises. This made Anna incredibly happy. Her zero-cost business was surprisingly booming. When the noodles are sold out, she goes to the corner and creates a big plate of noodles with tears. When she got home that night and counted, she had made a whopping $2,000 in just half a day. She had always been down and out, was now exceptionally happy, but then a problem arose. Now that she had earned money and was in high spirits, she couldn't cry anymore. Even when she knocked over her father's urn, she still couldn't cry. So, she took a large iron bowl and started watching a tearjerker romance film. But even after 3 hours, not a single noodle came out. So she clenched her teeth and decided to be tough on herself, lifted her foot and kicked the wall. This heartbroken woman possesses a bizarre ability. Whenever she is upset, noodles inexplicably pour out of her eyes. Clever from a young age, she harnessed this peculiar skill, achieving financial independence at a very young age. The noodles that flow from her eyes are exceptionally tasty, and they have garnered countless rave reviews. Every time she sells her noodles, long lines of customers queue up. After each batch is sold, she weeps another basketful from her eyes. But even so, she still doesn't have enough noodles to sell. However, now, despite her overflowing wealth, she finds herself devoid of negative emotions, and naturally, she can't produce any more noodles. In order to maintain her noodle production, Anna has tried countless methods. She creates pain for herself and can't cry. Watching various touching, tear-jerking movies, she couldn't cry either. Even if the jar containing her family's ashes was broken, she still couldn't cry. When she saw her dog that had been with her for 20 years, she had a radical idea. Anna ruthlessly left her beloved dog in the middle of nowhere. On the solitary drive home, she indeed started to feel distressed. The more Anna thought about it, the sadder she became. Luckily, at least, there would be noodles to sell tomorrow. As her fame grew, more and more people came to taste her noodles. At this time, a handsome man approached her stall. As it turns out, he was an angel investor. Faced with an attractive proposal, Anna joyously agreed to the partnership. However, she quickly became preoccupied. Their noodle shop opened soon after. Business boomed, and even the owner had to double as a waitress due to the hustle and bustle. But the pressure landed squarely on Anna's shoulders. In order to produce noodles quickly, she resorted to an extremely cruel method, a thought that sends chills down the spine. She looked at a picture of her puppy on the wall, but the puppy's death no longer brought her the sadness it once did. However, there was also a picture of her mother on the wall. As she gazed at her kindly mother, her sorrow finally erupted. The realization that she had personally ended her mother's life filled her with even more sorrow, causing more noodles to flow from her eyes. Before, she was abandoned by her boyfriend. Only her mother and her puppy kept her company. Yet, in order to make more money, she committed such a cruel act. Although she has now become a household name as a wealthy woman, there is no longer any family by her side. If you had the same ability, would this outcome be what you want?